Hello people, happy Vlogmas day 14. I just got back from town. It's very hot. So here's the funny thing. So we went through a phase when it was getting cooler and I just assumed, okay, Christmas breeze coming, nice, cool. I was able to wear my robe. I was able to use the throw blanket in the cup. The grass is about to cut. Anyway, now it's really hot. It's like all the Christmas breeze stopped. I don't know what happened. Anyway, last night I got through some cutting. So last night I cut all of the solid blacks and the reds. This is a total of 171 squares. Still have a lot to go because remember my number is like 480 something. Then what I actually went to town for is hardware for my sewing magazine projects. These are the ones I already had at home, and as you can tell, these colors don't go together. So I went to see what else I could find. Honestly, there were not much options, but I am happy with the ones that I did get. So I have stars, small and big, to go with the gold grommets. Then I have silver eyelets, and I have silver D-rings. I have some bronzyish goldy D-rings, and then I have silver stars. So these are still left out. I didn't find anything to go with these. And in terms of buckles, I couldn't find gold. This is the closest I could find to gold. So that is my little haul for the day. So I did not record much today because I was working on that project for Soul Magazine. I obviously can't show you just yet. So yeah, I pretty much did not record for the whole day. So again, this is gonna be combining days. I did actually just get back from the fabric store though. I went to get a lining for my Christmas dress. Options were pretty limited. My zipper is beige and my lining is royal blue. So that's gonna be interesting. But it's an invisible zipper, so, and it's the lining, nobody's gonna see except me, so I think it will be just fine. So I actually want to make my Christmas dress for this Friday, the 18th, for the virtual what is it called, the virtual holiday social hosted by So Very Johanna and Duana and Jazz. I will have all the Instagram names up on the screen because I can't remember them out of my head other than So Very Joe. So yeah, the three of them came up with this idea to have a virtual holiday social. So you have to make a holiday look or wear one that you made already, and the deadline is the 18th. You post it on Instagram, tag them of course. There are prizes to be won, although it's just a fun challenge. And then on Friday the 18th, I think they're planning to do some sort of live thing or Zoom thing where we all come together and share our makes. So since I have already planned my Christmas dress, I figured that I would just go ahead and get working on my Christmas dress to see if I can get it out by the 18th of December. So today is Monday night. Right now it is, I don't know what the time is, but it's probably around 9ish. So I'm going to try to get my pattern printed because I have the digital version of M7832, which means that there is no printing guide, no layers with McCall's digital patterns. So yeah, I have to print all the sizes and I kind of have to fish through the charts to see which pieces I need to print. I still have not made up my mind which skirt view I'm making, if I want to do the one that's paneled or just the plain A-line one. So I need to figure that out too before I get to printing. And then I'm going to print, and hopefully tomorrow I can get a muslin made of at least the bodice, because I think the bodice fit is the most important for this dress, especially because they actually have the cup sizes on this dress. So I need to go to the size chart and figure out my size and get that printed and assembled put my quilt on hold for now so that I can get working on that, because I really want that dress to be my entry for the virtual holiday social. So yeah, those are my plans for the night. Get started on M7832. I showed you guys the fabric already, but just in case you missed it, and just because also I want to see what it looks like with the lining, because this was a guesstimate. When I purchased this, I did not have the lining, the fabric there to see what it would look like with the lining. So yeah, all right, I like it. I do like it with the lining a lot. Like I said, my zipper is beige, but it's an invisible zipper, so on the outside you would just see the little zipper tab, and I think that would blend well anyway, depending on which part of the fabric is at the top of the back neck. But yeah, I think the blue looks nice with it as a lining, so I didn't do too bad. I'll say I didn't do too bad. And I think the first time I showed this fabric, the lighting was not great. I think you can actually see it a little bit better now. And if you're hearing a weird noise, it is this ceiling fan above me. But yeah, I think you can see the fabric a little bit better now. I'm just opening it out again. I just fell in love all over again. Absolutely love it. And I love my choice of lining. So hopefully I can nail the fit on this and do the fabric justice. Actually, Michael from Daddy Dressed Me by Michael Gardner, he used the same fabric to make a skirt for Ava about a week ago, maybe. That just like blew me away. Like, I was not expecting to see somebody else with the same fabric, so that was a fun surprise. So Ava has a skirt in this same fabric. I think it's a box pleated type of skirt, real cute. So now I'm even more excited to get this sewn up. So yes, that is it for today, Monday the 14th of December, and I will continue this vlog tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day number 15. So on today's agenda, we will be making the mock-up for the bodice of M7832. I assembled my pattern last night and I already made the adjustments to my front bodice piece. Today I will be making the adjustments to my back bodice piece, and then I'm going to cut some scrap fabric and see what the fit is like. I also cut out I also printed the sleeve piece, the top portion of the sleeve piece, because I want to check the bicep. So I have a feeling that the bicep is going to be too small. I never used to make full bicep adjustments before, but y'all, my arms are getting very, very chunky. So I think I am going to be joining the full bicep pattern adjustment club, just based on the measurement that I saw, the finished garment measurements I saw on the pattern piece. I have a feeling I need at least an extra inch, but we will see when I make the mock-up. I'm making sure to make the mock-up from 100% cotton with absolutely no stretch, no give or anything, to mimic my brocade fabric. So yeah, that is what is on today's agenda. And if I am happy with the fit on the bodice, I may go ahead and cut my final fabric, because I think I am making, most likely I'm making the fuller skirt. So as it comes in here, it's gonna flare out with panels. So I don't think I will need to make a mock-up of the skirt. So I'll probably just make whatever length adjustments I need to make on the pattern piece, and then I will go ahead and cut my final fabric and my lining. Actually, an even better thing to do is to cut the lining first and use that as then the mock-up for the entire dress. So when I finish my cotton mock-up and I'm ready to cut my final fabric, I will then cut the lining first. So I'll have the lining bodice attached to the lining skirt, that way I can see the fit of the skirt, because the lining fabric is way cheaper than my final fabric. And also I'm pretty sure by now that my final fabric is probably not even in store anymore, because the bolt was already low when I bought mine. So yeah, let us get on with the mock-up making, and of course I will come back right here in this very mirror to show you guys my progress. So fingers crossed I cut the right size. I did size 16 C cup. I thought I would have had to grade the waist to 14 based on the finished garment measurements on the pattern piece, right? But I did a paper fit last night, so I took the front and pinned the dart. I just held it in front of me, and the size 14 waist was not cutting it. So either their finished garment measurements are wrong, or I need to remeasure myself, which I am going to do right now. Even before I start that mock-up, I'm going to remeasure myself, because I haven't measured in probably a few weeks. So I want to make sure I get this dress right, y'all, because in the past I've had too many things where I kind of, because I was in a rush, skipped on doing a perfect fit, and then I ended up not wearing the garment. So this time I really want this to be my Christmas dress, and I want to feel comfortable and confident in my Christmas dress. So I'm making sure I get the fit right on this one, even though I am rushing. I'm gonna take my time today with the mock-up and make sure everything is right before I cut my fabric. So yeah, I will see you guys back here when I have my mock-up ready. This bodice does not fit well. I can pinch out almost 2 inches of fabric at the neckline. It's supposed to have like a wider neck, however that looks horrendous when it's wider, like actually horrendous in so many ways. First problem is, look at how wide these shoulders are when I do pull it out where it's supposed to be. And then there's all of this excess up top as well. I mean, I'm really happy with the dart. The way the dart is fitting is great. And then I also have that bit sticking up at the top at the back. So now I'm kind of confused, because if I do take out all of this excess, that is going to change the neckline completely. That then turns it into a smaller neck. So I don't know. It does then bring in the arm though, and the shoulder, when I do pinch it in that extra 2 inches. Then when I sew in the sleeve take off 5/8 of an inch. Let me try to fold that in. Yeah, and then the sleeve looks like it would be okay. So for me, it's just all of this excess. And I did notice this when I was searching the hashtag. I did notice this on a lot of people. I was hoping I wouldn't have to deal with that issue, but clearly that is the major problem I'm having. I did shorten the bodice 1 inch to account for my short-waistedness. I think it does hit me at the right point now. I made a 1/2 inch sew back adjustment, and even then, even with the 1/2 inch, my natural waist is right in this crease right here. So even with that, oh my goodness, the back looks horrendous. That's a lot of excess. So now I'm even wondering if I should go down to the 14 and do the 14 D cup instead, because this excess is insane. Like this, and the excess at the back as well. I think the entire bodice is just too wide on me. So I think I'm going to print the 14 D cup and see what that does. So that should give me enough room in the bust. I may have to take a smaller seam allowance at the waist, I'm not sure. Funny enough, remember I was thinking that the 14 waist would be too small. I do have excess, and I do want the bodice pretty fitted, so maybe I can actually go down to the 14, and if I need to, I just let out a little bit at the side seam because I will have 5/8 inch seams to work with. So yeah, my next step is to go down to the size 14 decup and see how that works, because this bodice is definitely way too wide on me. Guys, so I put in a sleeve just to see what that does to the dress. It makes it so much worse because the sleeve line is now out on my arm and the sleeve is so tight. You would think that with the sleeve seam being so far across that it wouldn't be this tight. It's crazy tight. I honestly am not even into this pattern anymore. This is the reason why I moved to indie patterns. Well, one of the reasons is because of just the poor drafting of big four patterns. Honestly, cannot deal with this situation right now. This is even worse now that the sleeve is in. So I'm actually happy I put in the sleeve because I feel like I shouldn't even bother with this pattern anymore, to be honest. Fun times. Okay, so I'm just coming in to end the vlog. Y'all would have seen that horrible mock-up of the bodice for M7832. I feel like it's kind of my fault because I did notice some fit issues in the hashtag, and I figured I could still do it. And it's not that I can't do it, it's just with the time I have and because of how precious the fabric is, I'm not willing to go down that road. So now I need a new pattern. So I need to get a new pattern, printed, assembled, cut, muslined, all that good stuff, made up, photographed by Friday. Why do I do this to myself? I really thought I would have been good with that pattern because it has cup sizes. Normally when a pattern has cup sizes and you don't have to do a full bust adjustment, then you could choose the size based on the high bust, and then you won't have the issues with the shoulders being too broad and all that drama. But clearly this pattern was just drafted poorly. And what made me feel even better is that I did get a message on Instagram from somebody saying they had the exact same issues with the pattern. So that makes me feel a little bit better, just knowing that okay, it's definitely not me and something wrong with this pattern. So I went online desperately hunted through my pattern stash, hunted online for new patterns, and now I'm just kicking myself in the butt because the pattern I have my eye on is not the cheapest. It's a girthy pattern, a charm pattern, and it's the day and night dress, night and day dress, whatever, that has multiple bodices and multiple skirt options, multiple sleeve options, for a total of 72 combinations. The problem is that pattern is like around the $25 US range. And if I had known during Black Friday sale that I would be interested in that pattern, I could have got it for 20% off. But I just really want a special dress for this fabric, and it's a special time, it's Christmas, so I feel like the best time to splurge on a the best time to splurge on a dress pattern is for Christmas. So that is kind of like my number one option right now. But if you guys do know of any other fit and flare type of patterns, or any patterns that I think would be suitable for brocade, and you have seen my fabric, so anything that you think would work, shoot me a comment and let me know, because kind of desperate now. So of course I want something that is easy to fit, so definitely thinking again something with cup sizes, which is why I am looking at the charm patterns. So yeah, I am just gonna end off the vlog now. It's been a long vlog this time with the combination of the 2 days, majority being from today. If I do anything else tonight, I will include that in the vlog for tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. I am out. I will catch you guys tomorrow or the day after if I combine again. Until then, have a good morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and wish me luck. Bye.